Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to the Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. We are back yet again here today, commentating Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights here tonight. How's everyone doing? Good to see you all in the chat. What's up, Tyler? How we doing? What's up, Judy Toronto? What's going on? Mr. GG is here. Yeah, I put the slow mode on because of you. It's all because of you. What's up, JC? What's up, Alan? What's up, Hugh? What's up, official DJ and Kaylee? What's going on, everyone? Good to see you all here in the wonderful commentary. So how did we get here? Let's get into the preview. So Carolina, obviously in Game 3, they completed an absolutely insane comeback from down 4-0 after the Mitch Marner hat trick to tie up the game and send it to overtime. It was absolutely insane. Just one of the craziest games we've seen. But the Golden Knights ended up getting the win in overtime to take a 2-1 series lead in the Cup final here so far. And we actually have some updates here to talk about. So first of all, usually I'll wait a little bit till I do my the starting goaltender spiel and all that. But we're going to start off with that. In net for Carolina to start Game 4 is Brandon Bussi. And again, this may not come as that big of a surprise, considering the fact that Freddie Anderson has been pretty much this entire series, and especially in Game 4. It felt like Carolina had to make a change. What's crazy, though, is that not only is Freddie Anderson not the starter, he's not the backup either. Pyotr Kochetkov is in the backup role for Carolina, reportedly heading into this game. Freddie Anderson is a healthy scratch tonight, which is just nuts. I get it, like he's been not great in the Cup final, but he's been their guy. To be a scratch is a little surprising, and that was confirmed. He's not like injured or anything. He's listed as a healthy scratch. That is really interesting to note here as we get ready for Game 4 of the Cup Final. Still got a couple moments here until we actually get started again. It says the game time is 8 o'clock, but we probably still have another, 15 minutes until the start of the actual game itself. But it's good to see you all in here in the chat. Drop your prediction in the comment section down below. Who is going to win Game 4? Will it be the Carolina Hurricanes? Will it be the Vegas Golden Knights? Comment your prediction in the comment section down below. Who do you guys think is going to win Game 4 here tonight? What's up, Thomas? Let's go, Carolina. Who do I think is going to win? Realistically, it feels like the Golden Knights are going to win this game, but I'm hoping for Carolina to potentially tie up the series, but obviously we'll see what happens there with that. Predict 3-2 Knights. Okay. What's up, Lucky Jones? How we doing? Canes tonight. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if Carolina's definitely going to bounce back, because I think bringing in Brandon Bussi, who the Golden Knights haven't really seen, obviously, until last night, I wonder if that could be the move here to make him the starter, but we'll see what happens there with that. It is that time of the year when everyone has to be excellent, and unfortunately Anderson was not good in Game 3. No, he was not. He was not. I'm just surprised that, again, for a goalie, not only, is he not the starter, he's not the backup. I think that's just really significant to me, and a little bit surprising. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. We got 86 people in here. Pretty good start. Getting ready here for game number 3. Carolina's going to win tonight. They do their best when facing adversity. What's up, Mike? Canes win 3-2 in overtime. Let's hope we get some overtime at the very least. What's up, Nicholas? How we doing? 4-3 Carolina, 3 overtimes, and the Golden Knights have 3 goals called off. Put your money on Carolina. Okay. 3 overtimes. I don't know if I can put up with that. What's up, Jonda? How we doing? Good to see you. We've never had a triple overtime game. We have never had one in Watch with Nordic history. What's up, Kaylee? Jug is back for the second straight game. It worked out pretty well last game. As long as this game doesn't go to 3 overtimes, I should be good in terms of water. So, yeah, there you go. All right. So got a couple more minutes here until the start of Game 4. Everybody comment your thoughts and such in the comment section. It's good to see you all slowly coming in here. Going to be Florida snow all over the streets and streets of Vegas tonight. The Golden Knights win tonight. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, again, Brandon Bussey in net for Carolina. Carter Hart is in net for the Golden Knights. There is no change there in terms of that. What's up, Todd? Good to see you. Welcome back to the commentary. Thank you for the support on all of the videos. Torts does seem to have all the right moves, though, so I'm conflicted. I don't know. I think it could go either way. All right, here we go. We're getting ready for the national anthem and all that stuff coming up here now in just a moment. Players are getting ready to take the ice. What's up, Bon? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, guys, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We are less than 80 subs away from 7,400. Going to keep on grinding. Going to keep on putting in the work. Just got to keep on getting there. So there you go. Again, we will be live for Game 5. Game 5 is going to be on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That could be the final commentary for the season, which is just nuts. It's crazy to think that we're at that point already where this is almost over, but maybe if Carolina can tie the series, we are guaranteed 2 more games. What's up, Rock and Roar? How we doing? Hope you enjoyed the Bruins video today, if you watched it. Canes need to win tonight. Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely need to tie this series. All right. Here's Pierre LeBrun. How about Mike Babcock to the Oilers? League will need to do an investigation as per the NHLPA request, but that's if the Oilers decide to go ahead with the hire. Doesn't look like it's happened yet. All right, commercial break here, then we'll do the national anthem and such here in just a moment. You did? Nice. I didn't see your comment. I'll have to take a look at it later. Money has been against the Knights from the start. What do you all want? 1 goal, 2 shot, 1 goal, 2 goals. Go Knights. Yeah, definitely can't blow a 4-0 lead again. I mean, they recovered from it, but you definitely can't do that again. And for Carolina, you can't go down 4-0 again. Hope that the Golden Knights will take this game. Okay, okay. All right. Still got a few moments here until puck drop. Again, everything is just a lot longer when you're covering the Cup Finals. But it's good to see you all in here as we get ready for this one tonight. Took off the wrong side of the sticky notes that I use. You was nice to the Bruins. Yeah, definitely. The Bruins definitely need some work, though. I think they're heading in the right direction, but they certainly need to build around that. Forgot to switch the jerseys. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What's up, Gore? What's up, Gore? How we doing? Do we have any goals called off tonight? I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say we get 2 goals called off again tonight. Then we're gonna have everybody complain. Babcock Ward is welcome in the NHL. Last I knew was in Saskatchewan, coaching a university. His son got hired to coach the Bulldogs. I think the Brantford Bulldogs, I believe, or some OHL team he got hired for. All right. Okay, here we go. We are getting ready to get started from Las Vegas for game number 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. Good to see you all here in the wonderful commentary. They're banging the drums, and the pregame show is underway as there's a lady on a swing using the force, it looks like. She's doing this. Not sure what that means. Oh boy, there's a lot of smoke. There's the Knight on the ice. Now there's people playing drums in the air. Now the Knight is in the middle of the ice. Theatrics in Las Vegas. Nothing against them, though. They've been doing this for many years. I think I said that in the last game. What do I think about Michael McCarron signing back with the Wild? I don't hate it. I don't think it's... I definitely think, like, a 6-year deal and a no-movement clause is like, what? But I think he's going to be a good player. He was pretty effective in the postseason for them. And there's no real order, to be honest with you, Thomas. I just kind of put him up the way it is. All right, here come the teams out to the respective ice. We'll play the national anthem here in just a moment. Again, starting goaltenders, it is Brandon Bussey against Carter Hart here tonight. And there go the Knights out of the big Knights. Yup, everything is a show in Vegas. I'm pretty sure you said that to me last time, Nicholas. Pretty sure you said that to me last time. Same birthday as Jake Gensel. Nice. All right. Cap going up, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's also the other factor you got to think of it, too. Minnesota still needs a center. Yeah, I heard there's a certain somebody who's on the market that the Minnesota Wild could go for. I don't know, though. We'll see. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. It'd be greatly appreciated. We are getting ready for game number 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. They're doing the pregame line intros and stuff. They're showing Brandon Bussey on my TV. Gonna have to get used to saying Bussey and not Anderson. So used to saying his name. It's your wife's birthday. Hey, awesome, Jeff. Happy birthday to Dorena. Believe I'm saying that right. Happy birthday, Dorena. Hope you're enjoying your day with Jeff. All right, it's time for the national anthem here in Las Vegas. I will shut up. I will take off my hat. I will turn on my TV. And we will get on with the national anthem here now. What's up, Q-Dog? How we doing? Carnell Johnson doing the anthem, as always.
Carnell Johnson. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, there's the beautiful national anthem from Carnell Johnson. He always does a phenomenal job. He's been doing it for many years. He's great. And it sets the stage for game number 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Golden Knights can move within 1 win of the Stanley Cup here tonight. If Carolina wins, things get a lot more complicated. Starting goaltenders here tonight on both sides. We'll start off on the Carolina end. We have Brandon Bussey in net for the Carolina Hurricanes. He played the 3rd period and overtime of game number 3 after Freddie Anderson was pulled after allowing 4 goals. And T-Pain is doing the is doing the siren. Can't think of the right word. All right, starting goaltenders here on both sides. Brandon Bussey in net for the Carolina Hurricanes. 31-6-2, a 2.47 and an 895 in the regular season for the Hurricanes. He's making his first career playoff start. And on the other side is Carter Hart for the Vegas Golden Knights. 14-5, a 2.44 and a 915 here in the postseason for the Golden Knights. It is Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. A win tonight for the Golden Knights. They move within one win from the Cup. If Carolina wins, things get a lot more complicated. Game 4 is underway here from from Vegas. Face-off here on the right side. Canes will play it off the boards. Nikolai Ehlers gets around the D into the Golden Knights' end. Seth Jarvis dumps it down low then behind the net. K'Andre Miller battling for this puck down low in the corner. Marner trying to play it to center. Howden battling for it with Miller. Brett Howden brings it into the zone. Intercepted then by the Hurricanes. K'Andre Miller in the Carolina zone. Miller looking for options. Cleared all the way back to center. Here's Sebastian Aho. Shot on there, goes off of the stick of Hart and wide. Cleared back down low behind the net. Jeremy Lazone battling for it then with Jalen Chatfield. Eichel trying to get it loose. Mark Stone broken up there on the right side. Golden Knights will clear it off the boards and all the way back down into the Carolina zone for an icing to get things started here. Oh, man. No problem, Scott. And we are underway. Yes, sir, we are. So, yeah, again, Freddie Anderson is not only not starting in this game, he's not dressed in this game. That's really significant. Face-off here in the Golden Knights' end. It'll be Stankoven taking the draw. He'll win it up top to Chatfield. Shut on there goes Watt of Hart. It's in the crease. Stankoven, he scores! Logan Stankoven picks up the loose puck in front. The Hurricanes take the 1-0 lead. That is huge. Logan Stankoven, I believe that breaks the franchise record for most goals in a single postseason by a Carolina Hurricane. Stankoven just puts the little backhand through the 5-hole, and it is a 1-0 game here for Carolina. Another early goal here in this one. There were no goals in the first period of Game 3. That is not the same here in Game 4. Assist on that goal, it's Jalen Chatfield and Jackson Blake. Puck is cleared back down into the Carolina zone. Bussey trying to play it off the boards. Here's Dowd up top to McNabb, broken up by the Canes. Here they come with speed. It's Stankoven into the zone. Racing for it is Hall. He's knocked down to the ground behind the Golden Knights' end. Delayed penalty here against the Knights. That's a power play for the Hurricanes. Oh, my goodness. Not even 2 minutes in, Carolina gets a goal, and now they are going on the power play here. And you take a look at the replay, it's going to be Shea Theodore, 2 minutes for tripping on Taylor Hall. And the Hurricane, or sorry, I think that's Braden McNabb. Or is that Theodore? No, it's Theodore. And the Golden Knights are headed to the kill. Face-off in the Carolina end, it's Aho versus Sissons. Face-off one by the Golden Knights. Battling for it down low in the corner, Jeremy Lazone intercepted there by the Golden Knights. They will clear it down the other way into the Carolina zone. Bussey gives it up then for Shane Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere in the Carolina end will drop it back for Ehlers. Ehlers to Svechnikov. Cross-ice pass. Jarvis trying to dump it down low to Sebastian Aho. Chipped off the boards by the Golden Knights into the Carolina zone. Bussey will hold it then for the Hurricanes. Gostisbehere. Drop back to Jarvis. Jarvis to Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers into the Golden Knights end. He'll fire it around then behind the net. Back up top to Aho, broken up by the Golden Knights. Here's Stone, 1-0, comes in the other way, denied by Bussy. Rebounds there, and up high and wide. Carolina gets it back. It's Jarvis now who will take it with speed through center. Svechnikov into the zone, down low then for Sebastian Aho. Aho, up top to Svech. Svechnikov, right side to Ehlers. Down low then for Sebastian Aho. Aho, up top to Ehlers. Ehlers back on the right side for Svech. Down low to Aho in front. Saved by Carter Hart. Good chance there for the Canes. They're hot here early. Puck slides back down to the Carolina zone. We'll get a brief stop in the moment of play. Shots are 3-1 in favor of Carolina. Big save there by Brandon Bussy. Hey, what's up, Rex? Thank you for the donut, brother. I'll read that in a second. Here's Jackson Blake. Up top. Blake down low then for Taylor Hall. Hall to Blake. Up top, Nikishin. Waits. Right side to Blake. Jackson Blake up top to Nikishin. Nikishin down low to Stankoven. A shot. That one is blocked. Up top, Nikishin. Right side to Ehlers. Fires it on. Saved by Carter Hart. Power play is going to come to a close. No goals, but a great PP by the Canes. In front, they score! Jackson Blake just after the power play ends. And Carolina takes a 2-0 lead. 16:32 to go in the opening period. The Hurricanes find themselves up 2-0. Oh, man. Here we go. What's up, Jane? How we doing? Just got out of work, man. Hope this game keeps the chaos factor from the weekend. Oh, damn right. I hope this is a good game. It seems like it already is. It is Jackson Blake, and again, that Hall, Stankoven, and Blake line is cooking it up. And they now have a 2-0 lead here in this opening period. Face-off won by Carolina. Backhand down low. Intercepted there by the Golden Knights. They will dump it into the Carolina zone. My screen just froze. Oh, no. Okay, we're back. At center, Golden Knights will try and pick it up. Here's Marnook, a shot on. Broken up there. Golden Knights will chip it back into the Carolina zone. Hey, thank you, Eagle Deeds, for the 2, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you all for your donations. Not that much money. Here's Stahl. I meant this. I meant this right here. I typed the wrong number. Here's Stahl. Right side to Carrier. Fires it on. That one goes wide there of Carter Hart. Poke checked. All the way back up top to Jordan Stahl, who will dump it down low. Marnook intercepts it. He's got it up top. Right side to Logan Stankoven. Already has a goal tonight. Pass down low to Hall. Broken up, and Carter Hart covers up the loose puck at 15:38. The Carolina Hurricanes up to a quick 2-0 lead. It is a multi-point game. Sorry, not multi-goal game. Multi-point game for Jackson Blake here to open up this game. Face-off coming up here now on the Golden Knights end. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Shots are 5-1 in favor of the Hurricanes. Here's Slavin up top. He'll fire it on. That one's denied. Aho battling for it with Theodore. Andrei Svechnikov down low in the corner. Golden Knights intercept it. McNabb tries to clear it to center. Aho battling for that puck as well. Intercepted then by the Golden Knights. They'll clear it back down low. Carolina in their own zone. Jacob Slavin down low in the corner. Chatfield. It's a 4-man battle for it. There as well is Carlson. Aho gets it back to center. Sebastian Aho will carry it through with speed. What's up, Jake? How we doing? Good to see you. Here's Theodore. Down low then for McNabb. Braden McNabb will dump this one all the way back down the other way. Colton Sissons fighting for it in the corner with Goss to spare. What's up, Bradzilla? How we doing? Yeah, Thomas. 2 goals on 5 shots. Goss to spare. Over then for Logan Stankoven, trying to chip this one to center. Lazone battling for it down low in the corner. Logan Stankoven trying to get this one free up top. Anderson fires it wide of Bussy. Here's Dorofiev. Down low then for Colton Sissons. Golden Knights are trying to recover here. Rasmus Anderson to Lazone on the right side. Stolen back down low in front. Dorofiev in front. Jabbing at that puck on Bussy. It stays out. Here's Jackson Blake taking it now through center. And broken up there by the Canes. Stank over a shot. Saved by Hart. Rebounds in the crease and cleared away by the Golden Knights. Knights are scrambling here to start this one off. Cleared around them behind the net up top to Sean Walker. Walker fires it down low, then into the corner. Carolina trying to get that one back. Taylor Hall battling for it down low. It's actually Jankowski. Broken up by the Golden Knights. They will chip it to center. Here's Keandre Miller. Miller back down low, battling for it alongside Smith. Backhanded away then by the Hurricanes to center. Coughlin for the Golden Knights. Clears it all the way back down low to the Carolina zone. Chatfield fighting for it then alongside Colasar. Here's Dowd fighting with Miller. Nikolai Ehlers below the goal line will clear this one to center. Carolina trying to backhand that one down low. Golden Knights get it back. It's Dowd. Down low then for Hannafin, who moves it through center. Mark Stone will pick that one up. He'll dump it down low. Slavin fighting with Barbashev. Carolina will play this one to center. Here's Nikolai Ehlers with speed. Cross ice pass to Chatfield. He'll fire one on Hart, and he'll make the save. Down low, another chance. That one's denied as well. Ehlers fighting with Nick Dowd. Down low now, McNabb gets it back for the Golden Knights. He'll drop it over then for Theodore. Shots are 7-1 in favor of the Hurricanes here. Stone on a breakaway. He scores! Mark Stone answers back. It's 2-1. We got a hockey game on our hands here. On the second shot of the game, it's Mark Stone with his 7th of the postseason, assisted by Shea Theodore and Braden McNabb, and the Golden Knights answer back. It is 2-1. What a feed by Theodore, who's been phenomenal. Oh, man. This is already chaotic. Face off here at center. 12:38 to go. He did look like Ovechkin there a little bit. That's 4 goals in his last 6 games. The Golden Knights have cut the lead in half. They will clear this puck to center. Here's William Karlsson trying to get around the D there. He's knocked off by Sebastian Aho. Keandre Miller battling for it down low in the corner. Howden cleared off the boards up top to Anderson. Anderson to Mitch Marner. Shot on there goes wide of Brandon Bussey, and the Hurricanes will clear it back to center. Shots are 8-2 here, but it's a 2-1 hockey game. Here's Marner. Broken up then by the Hurricanes. They'll carry it down the other way. Marnook dumping it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Hannafin gets it back for the Knights. Howden ahead then for Coughlin. Breaks it into the zone. Fires one wide of Bussey. Back up top then for Sissons. He'll battle for it with Marnook on the right side. Taylor Hall down low. Intercepted then by Slavin. Cross ice pass to Marnook, who will backhand this one down low into the Golden Knights' end. Carter Hart out of his net will clear this one all the way back down the other way. That will be an icing at 11:35 against the Golden Knights. So again, Logan Stankoven opened up the scoring very early, 56 seconds in. And then, where's my jug? Here it is. And then Jackson Blake just after the Carolina power play, and now Mark Stone joins in on the fun. The Golden Knights are on the board. It's 2-1. Puck is cleared all the way back to center. Nikishin will dump it down low. Carter Hart behind the net then for Noah Hannafin. Hannafin will bank it off the boards to center. Whistle blown dead for an offsides at 11:20. I believe it is against Carolina. And we will step aside for the first time here tonight. Carolina with a 2-1 lead, and the chaos is already underway here from the Sin City. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below. We're at 65 likes. Subscribe if you're new. We are what is that? 77 subscribers away from 7,400. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We have 220 people in here. That's great to see. Good to see you all showing out as you always do. Already a phenomenal hockey game here so far. I'm not sure if it gets as crazy as game number 3. but it's already seeming that wild. By the way, some of the numbers, again, I always like to talk about the numbers and how good the streams do and such. Carolina versus Vegas, game 3 of that series, it ranks 7th all-time in terms of most viewed streams. It is 2nd all-time in terms of the longest streams that we've done. And the viewer high, I counted at 815. That is 7th all-time as well. So a pretty historic stream, and thank you all so much for your support here on the commentaries during this Cup final and during the regular season as well. You guys have shown out, and I really appreciate it. Saw the smoke coming out of your ear doing the mental math? Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, so Logan Stankoven with his 11th goal of the postseason. I believe that either ties or breaks the single-season record by a Hurricane for most goals in a playoff run. So pretty historic there by a young, I believe, 22-year-old kid. That's significant. All right, back here in Las Vegas, faceoff's going to come at center ice as Jankowski taking the draw against Nick Dowd. And my ESPN app just crashed. What the hell? What the hell? My apologies, guys. It's been giving me issues like that all day, so we're going to miss a moment here of game time. Just give me a second to load in. My apologies, guys. All right. Going back in. All right, Carolina will chip this puck to center. Golden Knights trying to move it the other way. Broken up and dumped back down low into the Golden Knights end. We didn't miss that much of anything. Would have sucked if it was like during an intense power play. Here's Jankowski down low to Robinson. Robinson off the boards then to Anderson. He'll clear this one ahead to center. Cole Smith will dump this one down low to the Carolina zone. Sean Walker gets it back then for the Hurricanes. Intercepted by Dowd down low in the Carolina zone. Here's Smith behind the Golden Knights end. Smith battling for this puck down low. Miller broken up by Robinson, who will get it to center. Theodore dumps it off the boards. Jankowski gets it back for Carolina. He will dump it down low into the Golden Knights end. Cole Smith in his own end. Cleared off the boards to center. Jalen Chatfield will backhand this one down low. Theodore in the Golden Knights end. Cleared off the boards to center. Carolina battling for it. Ehlers will get it back. He'll dump it down low. Grabbed back by Jarvis. Jarvis in the corner fighting for it now with Stahl. Stahl and Theodore. Jarvis plays it around the right side, looking for options. Fires it on. Saved by Hart through the traffic. Up top, Ehlers down low then. Shut on by Slavin. Denied there by Hart. And the Golden Knights will chip this one away to center. Jack Eichel dumps it back into the Carolina zone. Jalen Chatfield takes it around now behind the net. Shots are 10-2 in favor of the Hurricanes. Jackson Blake through center, loses the puck. Golden Knights try and chip it off the boards. Hall trying to throw a pass away. Broken up. Up top, Blake. Down low. Stolen back then by the Golden Knights. They will dump it down low. Here's Howden. Up top, Marner comes in. Poke checked away. Stolen back then by the Hurricanes. They'll try and send Hall the other way, but he was offsides. And the Golden Knights break that play up anyway. Howden into the zone. Leads the playoffs in goals. Up top, Marner to the point then for Lazone. Jeremy Lazone brings it back down low into the corner, trying to loop this one around. Up top, Rasmus Anderson trying to dump it down low. Howden fighting on the right side. Walker fighting now with William Karlsson. Carolina takes it back now down low behind the Carolina net. It'll be K'Andre Miller who holds it down low in the Carolina zone. Miller. Right side. Canes bank it off the boards and all the way back down to the Golden Knights end. Carter Hart off the boards then for Hurdle. Hurdle to center then for Dorofeev. Broken up. Battling for it down low is Sissons. Pass in front. Dorofeev denied by Bussy. He tried to get it around Gostisbehere. They'll battle for it down low in the corner. Hurdle right side. Fires it on. And gloved by Bussy. There's a guy who has definitely struggled. Pavel Dorofeev with no goals in his last 6 games. No points in his last 5. We'll step aside here yet again. It's a 2-1 hockey game here in Game 4. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button down below and like the stream as well. Carolina with a 2-1 lead here in Game 4. All right. Okay. Yeah, definitely a fast-paced game so far. It seems like the Golden Knights are starting to recover a little bit. We'll see if Carolina is able to hold on to their lead here, or maybe the Golden Knights will come back. We'll see. Go Canes, go. What's up, JP? All right, back here in T-Mobile Arena. Carolina off to an early start. They scored 2 goals in the first 4 minutes. The Golden Knights would respond 3 minutes later, making it a 2-1 game. Since then, been a lot of kind of just back and forth opportunities. A lot of goals scored in this series. We've heard a lot of talk about this Cup final being one of the highest scoring Cup finals in many, many years, and that is true. Bad news for the teams that have leads in the Stanley Cup this year. It doesn't matter at all. Yup. That's been proven many times. Face-off in the Carolina end. It's Jack Eichel versus Jordan Staal. We're about 12 minutes gone. They'll kick Eichel out. Coming in then is Stone. Face-off is blown dead due to a violation, so we'll try it again. Yeah, 18,000 views for game number 3. Really appreciate the support. Obviously, the game going to double overtime and being as crazy as it is definitely helped. But I appreciate your guys' support there on that stream. Keep on putting the work in. Here's McNabb now on the Golden Knights end. Shea Theodore ahead then for Mark Stone. Barbashev intercepted there by Ehlers. Jordan Staal will dump it down low to the Golden Knights end. McNabb fighting with Jarvis. Up top, Carolina gets it back. Clear down low then Stankoven, a backhand pass. Broken up then by the Knights. Eichel in the Golden Knights end. Cleared back to center. Chatfield off the boards. Backhanded down low into the Golden Knights end. Brandon Bussey is in net for Carolina. Barbashev trying to throw past to Marner. Broken up. Golden Knights will recover. Barbashev fires one in just wide of Bussey. It is blown dead at 7:33, I believe, due to an offsides. Penalty coming up here, actually. It is against the Golden Knights. Carolina power play. Carolina's power play, although it has struggled, it has been prevalent here in this series. They had the game-tying goal in Game 3 that was on the power play. Big opportunity here. Too many men on the ice. There's 7 skaters on the ice. How? 7 skaters on the ice. I mean, there's just unacceptable. It happens, though. I think you saw they did it in Game 3, too. Up top here, Sebastian Aho. Aho to the point then for Gostisbehere. Right side to Seth Jarvis. Jarvis down low to Svechnikov. Right side then to Aho. Aho up top to Gostisbehere. Sebastian Aho, top of the circle. Aho to the point then to Gostisbehere. A shot blocked in front. Rebounds. There they score. Jordan Staal on the power play. And Carolina makes Vegas pay. It's 3-1. That should be 2 penalties. Yeah, right? Carolina has reclaimed the 2-goal lead. It's Jordan Staal in front. Again, I made a video on him on Sunday night talking about how he's been like the most effective player for the Hurricanes here in this final. There he is with, I believe, his 3rd goal. Or, sorry, 4th goal here in this Cup final. His 6th of the postseason. Phenomenal. It's Stahl from Gostisbehere and Sebastian Aho. Carolina leads 3-1. Face-off at center ice. It'll be William Karlsson taking the draw against Logan Stankoven. The Hurricanes have regained their 2-goal lead, but have we learned anything here from these Cup Finals? Goals don't matter. Here's Hannafin in the Golden Knights' end. Cross-ice pass to Rasmus Andersson, who will try and clear it to center. Logan Stankoven breaks it up. Here come the Canes the other way. Taylor Hall into the zone then for Blake. Blake down low for Hall. Shut on there. Saved by Hart. Goes off of his stick. And wide. Now Stankoven battling for it down low with Howden. Blake fighting with Hannafin. Clear back down low behind the net then for Hall. Hall in front. Big save by Carter Hart on Stankoven. He got him with the pad. Hannafin. Right side then to Howden, who moves it through center. Brett Howden then for William Karlsson. Karlsson will dump it around down low. Stone trying to throw a pass in front. Cleared all the way back into the Golden Knights' end. Carter Hart will come out to play it. Hart down low then for McNabb. McNabb off the boards to center. Barbashev will flip it down low. Carolina picks it up. Jankowski will chip this one to center. McNabb gets it back then for the Golden Knights. He will dump it the other way. Chatfield fighting with Stone. Broken up then by Carolina. Whistle blown dead here at center. We have another penalty coming up, I believe. Or no, it's a hand pass. My apologies. Jordan Stahl. A power play goal, his 6th of the postseason. And the oldest player for the Hurricanes gives them the 2-goal lead. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. This is just the second time in the Stanley Cup Final that the teams combined for 4 or more goals in 3 straight regulation periods. Per Chris Johnston, the previous 2 occurrences were during the 1980 Islanders-Flyers series. So we're talking 46 years since that's happened the last time. Again, I'll repeat that stat. This is just the second time in Stanley Cup Final history that the teams combined for 4 or more goals in 3 straight regulation periods. Holy smokes, they keep going, yeah. What is the health of Adin Hill? Is he still injured? He's the backup. He is the backup in this series. It has been Carter Hart and Adin Hill, but I wonder if could see Hill if things keep going downhill. Maybe Tortorella decides to do a little bit of a momentum switcher. We'll see, though. Face-off coming up here now. It's going to be in the neutral zone. They're talking about Brandon Bussey playing in his 4th Watch with Nordic commentary tonight. His 4th. So again, he's a young rookie there for the Hurricanes. He has a bright future, though. He's been very good for Carolina. Freddie Anderson, 4 goals on 16 shots in Game 3. He's not even the backup here tonight. Face-off one with the Golden Knights. It's Hurdle back over to Dorofeev, who will dump it down low to the Carolina zone. Jalen Chatfield battling for it with Dorofeev. Carolina will backhand this one all the way to center. Golden Knights intercept it. McNabb right side to Sissons. Sissons will try and dump it down low. Broken up then by Carolina. I like that comment, Bradzilla. Slavin battling forward in the corner with Theodore. Trying to throw a pass in front. Here's Marnook up top to... Oh, a shot. That one trickles wide of Carter Hart. Svechnikov in the corner. He's knocked down to the ground by Brandon McNabb, who will chip it to center. Dumped all the way back down the other way. Sissons clears it into the Golden Knights' end. Battling forward in the corner. Big chance there for Dorofeev is broken up. Poke checked away by Jordan Marnook. Carolina will clear it to center. Hannafin in the Golden Knights' end. Grabbed back by Dorofeev. Dorofeev to Hannafin. Noah Hannafin in the Golden Knights' end. Pass back to Anderson. Cleared off the boards to center. Kolasar trying to get around the defense. He'll dump it down low. What's up, Trex? How we doing? Carrier clears it off the boards to center. Jankowski battling for it. Carolina gets it back. Ehlers to Miller. Chipped off by Robinson. Down low then into the Golden Knights end. Lazone battling for it with Robinson. Right side. Kane's got a back shot on there. Goes wide. Clear back down low behind the net then Robinson. Fighting with Dowd. Carrier trying to get this one free. Kicked away back down low then behind the net. Jeremy Lazone will backhand this one to center. Sean Walker picks it up then for the Hurricanes. He'll clear it off the boards to Carrier. He can't get the pass. It's an icing at 4:14. Head coach Rod Brindamore obviously made the decision to start Bussy here in game number 4. He said to Emily Kaplan that they're trying to give Frederik Andersen a bit of a breather. Said they may have overused him a bit, which is interesting. Again, Pyotr Kochetkov is the backup. He missed most of the regular season for Carolina due to injury. Marner up top to McNabb. Shot on there, just wide. Carrier fighting with Theodore. On the right side, Kane's trying to get this one free. Stahl broken up by the Golden Knights. Up top, here's Marner. Marner will dump it down low behind the net then for Jordan Stahl. Stahl fighting with Howden. Carolina will backhand this one all the way into the Golden Knights end. Shea Theodore gets it back then for Vegas. He'll dump it down low to the Carolina zone. Here's Stankoven. Down low then for Jalen Chatfield. Chatfield fighting with Carlson. In the corner now, getting it back is Walker, who will fire it around behind the net all the way down the other way. And that is another icing at 3:28. The goals continue. I don't even know what the count is now. That's just PR speak to not embarrass Andersen. You're probably right. Face-off is, why can't I press this? Is won by Carolina. Canes will bank this one off the boards and all the way back down into the Golden Knights end. Rasmus Andersen gets it back then for the Knights. Andersen to Noah Hannafin. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Puck is chipped down low. Here's Jack Eichel below the goal line battling for them with Slavin. Eichel up top. Andersen fires it. That one goes wide there of Bussy. Here's Stankoven fighting with Eichel. Up top. Noah Hannafin clears it down low behind the net then for Stone. Stone back to Eichel. To the point then for Hannafin. A shot. That one's blocked in front. Clear back up top. Here's Jackson Blake, who will play it to center. Stankoven's waiting there, fighting with Hannafin. Blake picks it up. Hall a shot! And that one's up high. Kept in by Carolina. Hall in front! And Blake a good chance there. That one's wide too. Taylor Hall fighting with Barbashev. Barbashev forced it to center. We have a penalty here. It's against the Hurricanes. It's on Taylor Hall. Slashing is the penalty. We'll get a power play here for the Golden Knights, their first of the game. Oh boy. Taylor Hall called for slashing. Face-off coming up here now in the Carolina zone. It's a 2-minute power play for the Golden Knights. It's their first of the game. Tomas Hertl will take the draw. This power play will be for most of the rest of the period, unless they score. Keandre Miller will fire this one off the boards. Up top then, Dorofeev keeps it in. Shoots it, saved by Bussy. He'll cover up the rebound. Shots 13-5. Not a lot of shots have gone Bussy's way, but he stopped most of them. Face-off in the Carolina end. It is Jack Eichel taking the draw against Jordan Stahl. Faceoff is won by the Hurricanes. K-Andre Miller will backhand this one off the boards and back into the Golden Knights end. Carter Hart off the boards. Down low then for Marner. Marner to Jack Eichel. Eichel moves it ahead now through center. He'll fire it around behind the net. Then Hurdle a backhand pass up top to Marner. Marner down low to Eichel. He couldn't get the puck on his stick in time. Hurdle behind the net then for the Golden Knights. Up top to Dorofeev. Dorofeev down low then. Picked up by Jarvis. Jarvis will clear it down the other way for Carolina. Approaching the halfway mark of the Golden Knights power play. Here's Jack Eichel. In the Golden Knights end. Moves it through center. He'll send a pass to Stone. Broken up then by Carolina. They will dump it all the way back into the Golden Knights end. Carter Hart. Back for Mitch Marner. Marner. In the Golden Knights end, will look for options. William Karlsson carries it now through center. Drop back to Howden. Howden, the Barbashev. Poke check to Theodore. Theodore down low to Anderson. It's gloved by Bussey. Approaching the final minute of play in the opening period. Golden Knights starting to get some chances here on Brandon Bussey, but he's made the saves so far. It is a 3-1 hockey game. If you're the Golden Knights, just keep putting them on. Here's Karlsson now, who will take the draw for the Golden Knights. Again, 68 seconds left. Face-off over the Hurricanes. K-Andre Miller will dump this one down the other way. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Golden Knights pick it up. Shea Theodore will drop it back then to Karlsson. William Karlsson over then for Anderson. Anderson battling for with Miller. Up top to Barbashev. Barbashev clear back down low. Rasmus Anderson then behind the net to Karlsson. Battling for it alongside Miller. He's cross-checked down into the corner. Howden pass up top. Saved by Bussey on Barbashev. Theodore down low to Karlsson. William Karlsson behind the net, puts it in front. Broken up then by Jankowski. He will clear it the other way. Out of the box is Hall. Hall comes in. He ran out of time. Or I guess I should say room. There is time. Good save by Carter Hart off of Taylor Hall. He ran out of room on that breakaway. And a nice save there by Carter Hart. Not sure if that counts as a shot. But a good save regardless there from Hart. Yeah, just ran out. He didn't run out of time. Carter Hart made the save. Taylor Hall with 6 goals in the postseason. Has a point tonight. We have 300 people in here in this first period. Welcome, everyone. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We're at 85 likes. We need 15 more likes. Hit that like button. Face-off one by the Hurricanes. Golden Knights will poke check it to center. It'll slide back into the Carolina zone. We got 10 seconds left. Slavin trying to backhand it away. Sissons back over then for Howden up top. McNabb cleared back down low then for Hurdle. Tomas Hurdle on the right side will drop it back then for Hannafin. Time winds down. McNabb, he scores! Is it enough time, though, is the question. It looks like it is. A buzzer beater for Braden McNabb. It's 3-2. Maybe. They're definitely going to take a look at this. I believe the call on the ice was a goal. I don't know, though. We'll see the replay. Not enough time. No, this will not count. This will not count. This will not count. It is way before. Well, not way before. It is before, or no, it is after the clock runs out. This will not count. This will be a very easy review. This is not going to count. It would be nice to see McNabb pick up a goal. What a great story that he has had, but this is not going to count. Yeah, this ain't going to count. No way. This isn't basketball. No goal. And it is a 3-1 lead for the Vegas Golden Knights here after 20, or for the Carolina Hurricanes, sorry. Here after 20 minutes of play. Goals were scored by Logan Stankoven, Jackson Blake, Mark Stone, and Jordan Stahl. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we'll be back for period number 2 momentarily. This is the countdown till the second. See you, Bond. And as always, thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button down below if you are new. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, got some time here to chill out. We're going to make a clip of the Logan Stankoven goal. I was okay with all of my calls, but going to just do one. Thought the Stankoven one was the best. All right, that was a pretty solid start to the commentary. Got, we had 300 people in there as the high point as I saw. How we feeling? How are we feeling after that? Oh, I just banged my desk. How are we feeling after that first period? That is Jordan Stahl's 4th straight goal in 4 straight games. Shots after that 20 minutes of play were 14-6 in favor of Carolina. So it might, what is the, I need to look that up. What is the franchise record? The record is it 12? Yeah, it's 12. Okay, so Stankoven's not first, he's second. The record is 12. I thought it was either 10 or 12. Did Ehlers score? No, he did not. That one was stanky, yeah. Thank you, Delmer. Thought that was a pretty good period of commentary. We'll be live on Thursday for Game 5. And if we get there, we'll be live for Game 6 on Sunday. If Carolina wins tonight, we are guaranteed a Game 6.
Why do you have a storage unit?
All right. Nordic doing a better job than Hart right now for sure. Thank you. I mean, he probably, I don't know. Let me think about the goals. The Blake one, I guess he could have maybe had. The Stahl one was just a screen in front. I don't know. How many seconds did he open it up? 66 seconds in. All right, perfect. Perfect. Get off the live and take a shower. I took a shower earlier. I'll make sure to not take one tomorrow, though. Kidding. This game's going to kill me again. What's up, Brent? How we doing? Just got on the joint in, beer and dinner and hockey. That sounds perfect. Sounds like a perfect day. Perfect night. Not a day. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Tony James. I appreciate it. I just do the best I can, man. Keep on putting in the work. That's what I always say. Keep on putting in the work. Whether it's in the streams or the videos or anything, just going to keep on putting in the work. All right, let's update the all-time stat sheet. Got some goals to add. Logan Stankoven, 11 goals here in live commentaries. All right. Keep on putting in the work. See if there's anything new. Any other stats that I can read. Doesn't look like it. Jordan Staal has 4 goals in 4 games here in the Stanley Cup Final. Pretty remarkable. He's become one of my favorite guys to watch on this team. Starting Bussy was a good idea. He's looked solid, but not enough shots to determine it. To determine if, like, you know. But he's made some good saves. Have to say, I'm glad Brindamore pulled Anderson instead of doing a Patrick Waugh and leaving him in goal. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Two damn good hockey teams, yep. Can't wait to see how your streams go next year. Each one gets better and better. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you, Brent. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to next year. I mean, again, like, I'm already, like, I get to this point where, like, I know it's almost over, but I'm so damn excited for next season already. Again, it's going to get a lot more difficult, obviously, because life gets busier and all that, but I'm hoping to do the same amount of commentaries as I did, if not more. Just keep on getting better. Keep on improving. That's really been the goal here for me. And I've always said it, like, again, this isn't going to be like the end game thing. I'm obviously not going to just stream for the rest of my life, but I am going to say this. As long as I can stream, I'm going to, because I really enjoy this. What's my pick for the Conn Smythe? If the Golden Knights win, it's going to be Marner. If Carolina wins, I might be picking Jordan Staal. I'm not going to lie. What's up, Charles? How we doing? Good to see you again for another stream. Yeah, thank you, brother. Game 3 was phenomenal. Feeling good? Smoked 2 joints? Hey. Never been my thing, but not going to shame anybody for it. If it's your way of enjoying, nothing wrong with that. When did the Wisdom Teeth come out? July. So we don't have to worry about that for the streams. Maybe I won't be making videos for a week, but, you know, got to get to work. I already know my first video is going to be, like, torture. I already know it's going to be absolute torture. All right. What a game. Yep. This has been a hell of a game for sure. We'll see if the second period's any better, right? When I had my wisdom teeth pulled, I ate a burger the same day. Really? Save one of those wisdom tooth and make a gold ring? That's interesting. All right. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're new. Thank you all for 106 likes. Got about 7.5 minutes to go till the start of the second period. We will be back in just a moment. All right.
The final season premieres June 25th on FX and Hulu. This first intermission report is presented by
All right.
the one place you go to go places.
Oh, phone's going to die. Hopefully this is good. Yeah, it's fine.
There, not so funny thing happened. How about Taylor Hall at the penalty box? Stopped by Carter Hart in the last few seconds. Could have been 4-1 Carolina. Then Vegas actually scores at the horn. Split second away from counting. Just again, a crazy, bizarre grid. So here in Vegas, they call it nighttime. K-N-I-G-H-T. Nighttime has to be the start of this period for Vegas.
And for me, it's the mental lapses in really quick spurts for Vegas. They gave up 3 goals in 39 seconds in Game 3. They gave up 2 in the first 3.5 minutes in Game 1. They need to start the second period.
Went on and on about how much you love your wife. Huh.
Any lapses in this game there. They got off to a great
Who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for more hockey, but I wouldn't mind seeing... I picked the Golden Knights to win, but I wouldn't mind seeing either team win. If Bussy stands tall and we keep scoring 5-on-5, we might actually make it. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully Bussy... I mean, like, again, force it back to Carolina. Guarantee that there will be a Game 6. All right, still got 5 minutes to go here until the start of the second period. We will see you in just a moment. Stick around. Stick around. We won Game 7, damn right. That'll be pretty damn good.
Sometimes it feels like schizophrenia decides who you could be. So it may be time for a different conversation.
Little yawn.
It's twice daily pill for schizophrenia. Cobenfy is the first and only treatment of its kind, and delivered improvement in schizophrenia symptoms overall. Plus, in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take up allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow-angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bladder.
All right, comment your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Who is going to win? Or, sorry, let's back it up. Who is going to score more goals in this second period? Will it be the Hurricanes or will it be the Golden Knights? Comment your predictions in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? So again, who will score more goals in this period? The Hurricanes or the Golden Knights? What do we think? Taylor Hall masterpiece incoming. We need to win it in 6 in Vegas. That's fair.
There's more room for imagination in the 3-row GBE. Welcome to Genesis.
Canes. PK Subban dressed like a peasant. Canes. Seen a lot of Carolina. A lot of Carolina.
What's in your wallet?
I was worried we'd be stranded for hours.
Torts will double shift Marner. Maybe. Hurricanes will score more goals. Afraid it's the Canes in the second. Canes. Everybody's saying Canes. Q-Dog said Knights. Sorry, I missed that comment. Canes. Who gets the Conn Smythe? Stahl, Marner. I think it goes either way. If the Hurricanes win, Stahl wins it. If the Golden Knights win, it's Marner. Unless you're from Vegas or live there, everyone's going for the Canes. Fair enough. That's fair. We'll see a goalie change for the Knights. I don't know. If it gets out of hand, maybe. But we probably won't see one to start this period. Alrighty, everyone. Let's get ready for the start of period number 2 between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. First period recap. The goals were scored by Logan Stankoven, Jackson Blake, Mark Stone, and Jordan Stahl, making it a 3-1 hockey game for Carolina after 20 minutes of play. Getting ready for the second period coming up in a matter of moments. Taking a look at your stats through 20. Shots are 14-16 in favor of Carolina. Faceoffs are 63% in favor of Carolina. Power plays, Carolina 1 for 2. Golden Knights are 0 for 1. Hits are 18-12. And blocked shots are 4-2 in favor of the Golden Knights. Second period getting ready to start here from Las Vegas. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We are 76 subscribers away from 7,400. Going to keep on putting in the work. All right, second period ready to get started here now in just a matter of seconds. It'll be Jordan Stahl versus William Karlsson. Period number 2 is underway. Faceoff is one with the Golden Knights. Marner tried to kick it to center. It's broken up then by Theodore, who will backhand it down low into the Carolina zone. Intercepted then by the Canes. They'll dump it either way. Jarvis will clear it back into the Golden Knights end now. Grab back down low by Theodore. Theodore battling forward with Stahl. McNabb off the boards to Ehlers. Cleared back down low behind the net. It's picked up by Jarvis. Jarvis fighting with Brandon McNabb. Seth Jarvis trying to get this puck free. William Karlsson ahead then for Mitch Marner. Cleared off the boards to center. Sean Walker dumps this one ahead. Karlsson, right side. Poke checked away then by Carolina to their own zone. Here's Brandon McNabb getting it back then for the Golden Knights. McNabb to Theodore. Cleared off the boards then now Barbashev battling forward with Chatfield. Barbashev for Lazone. Lazone up top. Hannafin to Stone, a shot, and that one goes above Brandon Bussey. Down low now is Jack Eichel. Here's Eichel on the right side. Fires one on. Grab back then by Anderson, a chance. That one's blocked as well. And the Hurricanes will clear to center. Eichel backhands it down low. Bussey puts it through his legs and back over then for Slavin, who will clear it to center. Nikolai Ehlers to center. Carolina will dump it down low. Shea Theodore now in his own end. Theodore battling forward on the right side. Carolina will clear it down low. Stankoven then for Blake. Blake in front. Big save by Carter Hart. Dorofeev gets it back behind the net. Taylor Hall back for Carolina. Will backhand it down low to the corner. Theodore gets it back for the Knights. Off the boards, Dorofeev battling forward with Blake. Golden Knights will backhand this one down into the Carolina zone. Canes will play it back into the Golden Knights end as soon as I say that. Theodore on the right side. Hurdle battling forward then with Sissons. Sissons to Gostisbehere. Shane Gostisbehere gets it back. He'll move this one through center. Puck is chipped and slides back down low to the Golden Knights' end. Shots are 15-6 in favor of the Hurricanes. Puck will slide into the Carolina zone. That is an icing at 17:44. Knights will eventually pull out the coil. Potentially. Brandon Bussey, first undrafted goaltender to start in a game since 1970. Jankowski will take the draw against Colton Sissons. Face-off in the Las Vegas end. Won by the Golden Knights. Lazone will clear it off the boards. Broken up then by Carolina. Keandre Miller dumps it around behind the net. Sissons fighting with Jankowski. Jankowski battling forward with Carrier. Carrier trying to get this one loose in the corner. Robinson dumps it down low. Jankowski fighting with Sissons. Cole Smith will dump this one to center. Golden Knights will get it back. Here's Dorofeev, who will dump it down low into the Carolina zone. Canes get it back now behind their own net. Jankowski down low then for Miller. Miller right side to Jankowski. Cross ice pass to Ehlers. A shot he fanned on that puck. It goes back down low to the Golden Knights end. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Or 3 minutes gone in the second, not 3 minutes to go. Carolina gets it back in their own zone. Nikolai Ehlers moves it through center. He'll fire one on Hart. He'll make the save and cover up. Golden Knights still with just 6 shots through the last handful of periods. Still looking for their first shot of the period tonight. Jordan Staal, first player since 1982, with a 4-game goal streak to start the Stanley Cup final. Mike Bossy was the last player to do that, legendary player. Had it not been for injuries, he probably would have scored over 1,000 goals, is what some would say. Face-off in the Golden Knights end. It is Jack Eichel versus Sebastian Aho. Off the draw, Carolina wins it. Up top, Slavin, right side. Svechnikov is shot. That one is blocked. Sebastian Aho battling for it down low in the corner. Carolina plays it back then for Aho. A shot saved there by Carter Hart. Aho another chance, and that one's broken up. Here's a 3-on-2 the other way. Stone through center, loops it back around. He'll dump it down low behind the net. Golden Knights pick it up. McNabb pass to Eichel, broken up then by Carolina. Here's Aho, playing it ahead then to center. Aho, down low then for Marnook, back over then for Stone. Broken up then by Carolina. Miller, intercepted, tripped on the play as Svechnikov. They want a penalty, they won't get one. Or Svechnikov tripped a Golden Knight. Sorry, Svechnikov wasn't tripped himself. Golden Knights bench was up and furious about that. It was Barbashev who was tripped, and there was no call on the play. Little over 4 minutes gone here in this second period. Golden Knights still looking for an answer here. 3-1 Carolina in Game 4. Golden Knights have now had 3 goals called off in the Stanley Cup final, 3 of them in the last 2 games, which is a little bit humorous, if I say so myself. It's a little funny, but humorous. Sound like a 90-year-old man. No offense to the 90-year-olds watching. Shouldn't have said that. Face-off in the Carolina zone. Sebastian Aho versus William Karlsson. Face-off won by the Hurricanes. Nikolai Ehlers will dump this one all the way back into the Golden Knights end. Anderson fighting with Svechnikov. Noah Hannafin gets it back there for the Golden Knights. Marner chips it to center. Marner into the zone with speed. Back to Anderson. Takes it around behind the net in front. They score! William Karlsson cuts the lead in half. It's 3-2. On their first shot of the period, the Golden Knights get their second. And that is huge there for the Golden Knights. It's a 1-goal game. Bossy was awesome, yeah. We are tied. Or not, we are not tied. We are a 1-goal game here in Las Vegas. Sorry, I saw Jake's comment and it threw me off there for a moment. Not your fault, Jake. William Karlsson, I believe that was deflected off of Walker. It is Karlsson's 3rd goal of the postseason, assisted by Erasmus Anderson, and you guessed it, Mitch Marner with another point. Face-off won by Carolina. Jalen Chatfield will bank this one all the way back down low to the Golden Knights' end. Again, I posted a stat here on the community page of the all-time point scorers in Watch with Nordic history. Mitch Marner now ties Connor McDavid for the most points all-time in live commentaries. It's nuts. Logan Stankoven will dump this one down low to the Golden Knights' end. Shea Theodore, that's Marner's 29th point in the postseason as well. Plenty of time for the Knights to tie it. Coughlin to Dowd, gets around the defense. Dowd fighting with Nikishin down low in the corner. Cleared off the boards into the corner then. Carolina trying to play this one to center. Stankoven fighting with Hurdle up top then for Coughlin. Logan Stankoven will clear this one all the way back the other way. Here's Robinson getting to that puck first. He'll battle for it with Lazone. Coughlin behind the Golden Knights' end. Played up top to center. Dorothea battling for it. Carolina dumps it down low into Carter Hart, who makes the save. Robinson trying to play it to center. Broken up then by the Golden Knights. Tomas Hurdle in his own end. They'll bank it off the boards to center. Dorothea back over to Sissons. He'll backhand this one down low. Nikishin in the Carolina end. Alex Nikishin plays it up to center. It's tipped as it slides back into the Golden Knights' end. Carter Hart will give it up then for Rasmus Anderson. Broken up. Sissons into the zone. Colton Sissons fighting with Nikolai Ehlers. Kane's trying to play it to center. Jarvis battling for it on the right side with Gostisbehere. Shane Gostisbehere tipped off a stick, and that one goes out. Or no, it just stays in play. The fans look like it went out of play. Cleared all the way back into the Carolina zone. Miller fighting with Barbashev. Jarvis trying to play it to center. He'll do so successfully. Stahl gets it back then. Cleared back down low. Golden Knights trying to chip it to center. Carolina will backhand it down low. Jarvis broken up. Here's Eichel into the zone with speed. Poke checked away by Miller. Eichel recovers. It's a scramble for it down low. Carolina picks up the loose puck. It's Svechnikov. 3-on-2 the other way. Svechnikov into the zone. Aho will dump it down low. Svechnikov right side then to Jarvis. Jarvis battling for it with Eichel. Golden Knights will battle for it down low. Mark Stone to Dorofeev. Eichel off the boards and back into the Carolina zone. Shots are 16-7. The Golden Knights with 2, Carolina with 3. Slavin to Chatfield. They will dump it down the other way. It's picked up by Rasmus Anderson. Right side then to Hannafin. Battling for it on the right side there is Blake alongside Howden. Blake will dump it down low to the Golden Knights' end. Carter Hart dumps it off the boards up top. Chatfield a shot. And that one goes wide. Carolina trying to get this one free. Stankoven up top to Slavin. Slavin to Chatfield. Carolina gets it back. Shot on. Saved by Hart. Hannafin fighting with Blake. William Karlsson trying to dump this one to center. Here's Marner with speed. Marner into the zone. Pass down low is broken up. Golden Knights play it back up top. Carolina forces it to center. And Marner will regroup. Here come the Canes the other way. Carrier broken up by Coughlin. Stankoven up top to Miller. Miller fires it. Saved by Hart. It's in the crease. And Hart gets the glove on the loose puck. A good save there by Carter Hart. 11:52 to go here in this second period. Golden Knights lead by 1. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. Brings more people into the wonderful commentary. I haven't said that in a while. Shots are 17-7. We're at 122 likes. I like it. 319 people. It's good to see you all coming in. These games go by so fast. Yeah, right? We're already almost halfway through already. Hurricanes are winning, not Golden Knights. We'll see. Still plenty of time left. Oh, I just paused it. No! All right. So William Karlsson with the only goal so far in this period. Assisted by Rasmus Andersson and Mitch Marner. Go Hurricanes. What's up, Doug? All right, back here in Las Vegas. A little bit of a slow start here for the Golden Knights, but they're slowly chipping away. Carolina really limiting the offensive chances by the Golden Knights, but they've taken advantage of the opportunities they've had. It's a 3-2 hockey game. Golden Knights have come back 7 times here in the postseason. This game is far from over. Face-off in the Golden Knights' end. It's blown dead due to a face-off violation. Jankowski's kicked out of the face-off circle. It'll be Carrier versus Dowd. Dowd's been a very good face-off guy in these playoffs. Chatfield fires one on. That one's blocked. Puck is out of everyone's sight. It stays in play, though, and cleared all the way back into the Carolina zone. Nobody knew where that puck was. Huh. Icing at 11:40. So they actually did call something on that. A 3-2 lead for the Carolina Hurricanes with 11:40 to go in the second. Shots are 17-7. Face-off is a tie-up. It's won back by the Golden Knights. Here they come now through center. Lazone ahead then for Kolasar. Kolasar up top. Down a shot. Save there by Bussy. Rebound was on the stick of Smith, but he couldn't get it on. Jankowski trying to backhand this one off the boards. Carrier trying to kick it to center. Golden Knights tempting to get it back. Kolasar up top to Coughlin. Coughlin dumps it down low. Here's Eichel into the zone. Jack Eichel loops it around, looking for options. Up top then McNabb. McNabb a shot. That one is blocked. Carolina picks it back up. Gostisbehere will dump this one to center. Here's Robinson. With speed to Svechnikov. Broken up. Stone to Barbashev. Here's Eichel now the other way. Poke checked away by Aho. Marnook to center. He'll clear it back down low into the Golden Knights' end. Battling for it then down low in the corner is Aho. Aho alongside Eichel. Barbashev cross ice to Chatfield. Play back down low then for Marnook. Theodore trying to get that one loose as well. Shea Theodore down low. Will backhand it up top. Slavin will fire it behind the net then for Svechnikov. Andrei Svechnikov fighting for it with Theodore. Broken up then by the Golden Knights. Carolina with just 1 goal in the second period here in this series. The Golden Knights have outscored them 8-1 in the second period this postseason. Here's Jalen Chatfield. Moves it now through center. They'll dump it down low to the Golden Knights end. Anderson battling forward with Ehlers. Down low now is Jarvis. Behind the net then for Stahl. Stahl up top. Shot saved by Carter with the pad. It goes wide. Golden Knights will clear it. Back to center. Big hit there on the right side. Now Ehlers gets it back for the Canes. Pass ahead then to Jarvis. Jarvis to Stahl, and that one goes wide of Carter Hart. Here's Jarvis. Behind the Golden Knights net. Up top, Ehlers a drive. Saved by Hart once again. Cleared back down into the corner. Golden Knights will move it ahead then through center. William Karlsson. Into the zone with Howden. Howden to Karlsson. Karlsson up top. Theodore waits. Fires it on. That one's blocked by Blake, who will clear it. All the way down the other way then for Taylor Hall. Carter Hart will backhand this one off the boards. Up top then, Stankoven will dump it back down low, and that goes out of play, actually, at 9:03. We have 370 people in here. Good to see you all joining in on the commentary. It's greatly appreciated. Shots are 19-7 in favor of Carolina, but it's a one-goal game. Cup final just seems to be getting better and better. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. All for hockey all year round. Sadly, that's not possible, but it would be awesome if that was the case.
It feels good to get help fast. It feels good to get help. We're here for a convertible. Where are those trucks? They're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it. Honey? I have a friend who's got-
Phillies lose. I just know my buddy LeBlanc's going to come in here in a second.
Hey, Doug. Shaq, Keel, O'Neal, is your friend with benefits? Yeah, if you credit one bank X5 card, you get 5% cash back rewards on.
All right, still a commercial break. How we feeling? Halfway through the hockey game, essentially. A little bit more than half.
There's so many moments that I was in the kitchen with my mom, living with my dad, talking about winning the Stanley Cup, holding it over her head. Stanley Cup really is a trophy. It's everything.
All right, back here in Las Vegas, Mitch Marner with 29 points here in the postseason. It's a team record. Not only that, it's the most by a player in his first year with a new team. What's up, Jake? How we doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. What is happening? All right, face-off coming up here. 9:03 to go. Shots are 20-7. Carolina's put the shots on. Carter Hart's made most of the saves. Stankoven versus Dowd. The face-off is a tie-up. Won by Carolina. Slavin, cross-ice pass to Chatfield. Banked off the boards. Hall will steal it back then for the Hurricanes. Play back down low then for Theodore. Shea Theodore to McNabb. McNabb to Marner, who will backhand this one down low. Carolina gets it back. Taylor Hall on the right side. Dumps it into the Golden Knights' end. McNabb behind the net. Back up top then for Taylor Hall. Dump back down low into the Golden Knights' end. Here's Theodore. Shea Theodore kicked off the boards to center. Stankoven. Big hit there by Dowd. They blow the whistle dead. The whole Hurricanes bench stood up. And we're going to have something come of it here. Nick Dowd just leveled Logan Stankoven. This is probably going to be a penalty. They're going to take a look at this, it looks like, for sure. We'll see the replay here. Ooh, he does get him up high. Ooh, but Stanko, ooh. It's going to be 2 minutes cross-checking on Nick Dowd. Carolina will go to the power play. The entire Hurricanes bench just stood up. Thankfully, Logan Stankoven is okay. But Nick Dowd will head to the box with 8:30 to go. It's a power play for Carolina. This Hurricanes power play already with a goal tonight. They're 1 for 2. We'll see if they can pick up another one. Face off in the Golden Knights' end. It is a tie-up. Whistle blown dead. Sebastian Aho is going to take the draw. It's won back by Sissons. Anderson to Hannafin. Cleared all the way back down into the Carolina zone. Brandon Bussey. Behind the net then for Shane Goss to spare. Carolina comes back and regroups in their own end. They'll look to play this one through center. Jarvis through the neutral zone to Aho. Aho gains the line. Clear back down low to the corner then. Ehlers up top. Svechnikov right side then for Ehlers. Ehlers to Goss to spare. Ehlers down low then for Jarvis. Jarvis to the point then for Goss to spare. Goss to spare to Aho. Sebastian Aho down low then for Svechnikov. Trying to poke check this one ahead. Aho up top. Goss to spare. Fires it. Saved by Hart with the pad. Sisson's trying to chip it away. They will clear it to center. Not all the way though. Halfway through the Carolina power play. Smith gets it back for the Golden Knights. They will clear it back down the other way. Bussey out of his net, back over then for Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere to Blake. Blake to Gostisbehere. Chip back down low to the Golden Knights end. Theodore fighting with Hall. Carolina will pick it up now in their own end. Here's Nikishin in the Carolina zone. Battling forward with Marner. He'll turn over that puck. Ehlers recovers. Good shorthanded moves there by Marner. They're being a lot more aggressive here on their PK this time around. Nikishin gets it back for the Hurricanes. Here's Blake through center. Up top, Stankoven. Pass ahead then for Nikishin. Down low then to Stankoven. Blake. Back up top, Nikishin to Stankoven. Drops it back for Blake. Blake through the legs. Stankoven looks. Behind the net then for Taylor Hall. Hall up top. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Ehlers to Hall. Fires it. That one is blocked. Golden Knights play back the other way. Out of the box is Dowd. It's a 3-on-2. Theodore into the zone. The pass is blocked by Ehlers. Great defensive play. My clock is off. I apologize. Oh, damn it. My apologies. I forgot to turn on my clock. Here's Eichel. One-on-one the other way with Nikishin. A shot. That one is blocked and covered up by Bussey. And now we get some pushing and shoving here in front of the Carolina net. Shots are 22-8. Golden Knights have been held off the shooting department, but they haven't really been held off the scoring sheet. It is 3-2. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. Brings more people into the commentary. Here's Eichel now. He's going to take the draw against Jordan Staal. Face off in the Carolina end. It'll be Staal versus Eichel. Face off won by the Hurricanes. Marnook carries it now through center. He'll backhand it down low into the Golden Knights end. Carrier off the boards to Marnook. Marnook fighting with Eichel. Staal down low then for Carrier. Carrier battling forward with Barbashev on the right side. Barbashev ahead then for Anderson, who will play it to center. Rasmus Anderson to Eichel. Eichel takes it around behind the net. And a delayed penalty called here against Carolina. The Golden Knights are going to go to the power play with 5:40 to go here in the second period. This is a big opportunity. What did I have for dinner? I had a grilled cheese sandwich for dinner, actually. Jordan Marnook will head to the box for interference on Jack Eichel. And the Golden Knights, who haven't had a lot of shots on to begin with, will get a chance to get some shots here on a power play. As we had the commercial break prior to that. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like on the stream as well. Carolina's so bad. I'm in Montreal, Canadian stand, but Golden Knights on top. Oh, man. Canes' power play defense are outstanding. Won Vegas to win. Let's go, Canes. Seen a lot of conflicting opinions on who you want to win. Carolina do or die game. Golden Knights power play coming up here in Game 4. A chance to potentially tie this game. It's Jordan Marnook for interference on Jack Eichel. And yeah, you see the replay here. Yeah, that's interference. Face-off coming up here now in the Carolina zone. 5:40 to go in the second period. Face-off one with the Golden Knights. Stahl up top to Marner. Marner down low then for Eichel. Jack Eichel below the goal line. Eichel to Stone. Stone up top. Pavel Dorofeev now on the right side. Dorofeev to Stone. Down low then Jack Eichel. Eichel to the point then for Marner. Marner to Eichel. Up top Mitch Marner. Right side then for Eichel. Golden Knights cycling this puck. Stone. Right hash mark. Looks for options up top. Eichel kind of fumbled the puck a little bit. He recovers. Marner to Eichel in front. Hurdle broken up. Eichel gets it back. Jack Eichel. Down low then for Stone. Stone waits. Marner up top. Eichel waits. Fires it. Saved by Bussy. Down low in the corner. Chatfield. And Jankowski tries to clear. It's kept in. Marner up top. Waits. Fires it. That one's blocked. Eichel. Down low to Stone. Stone to Eichel now on the right side. Eichel up top to Marner. Halfway through the power play. Here's Eichel on the right side. Jack Eichel. Top of the circle. Plays it down low then for Stone. Stone fighting with Chatfield. Mark Stone. Up top to Dorofeev. Dorofeev to Hurdle. Hurdle to Eichel. Jack Eichel. On the right side. Up top then Marner. Marner waits. Fires it. Saved by Bussy with the pad. And Slavin will pick it up and dump it down the other way. 30 seconds to go on the Golden Knights power play. A great kill by Carolina so far. They still got 20 seconds. Here's Marner dropping it back then for Anderson. Golden Knights will carry it into the zone. Carlson in the corner then, battling forward with Walker. Carlson played all the way back into the Golden Knights end. This will pretty much do it for the Las Vegas power play. Great kill by Carolina. Here's Howden. Fires it. Saved by Bussy. It trickles just wide. Marnook cleared off the boards and all the way back into the Golden Knights end. That will be an icing at 3:31. We have 415 people in here. Good to see you all tuning in and showing off your support. It is greatly appreciated. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. Again, the Golden Knights have outscored the Hurricanes 8-1 here in the second period. Three and a half minutes to go. The face-off is a tie-up. One back then by Carolina. They try and poke check into center. Here's Barbashev. Cross-ice pass to Howden. Howden down low in the corner. Battling for it, that is William Karlsson. Karlsson, right side, fighting with Aho. Aho, poke checks this one ahead. Barbashev back down low then for Karlsson. Aho trying to get control of that puck. Play back to the corner then for Barbashev. Barbashev on the right side, stolen back then by the Hurricanes. Here they come now through center. Into the zone with speed. Shot on, goes wide of Carter Hart. Jarvis trying to play it down low. Golden Knights chip it ahead. Here's Sissons over to Howden. Howden into the zone, waits, fires it. He scores! We are tied. Brett Howden with his 14th of the postseason. It's 3-3. Three goals on 11 shots. No matter what, these Golden Knights, they always find a way. And we are tied here late in period number 2. Look at that. Howden, top crossbar and in with 2:52 remaining. Golden Knights will get it back in their own zone. Here's Brayden McNabb. Clears it all the way back to center, and that one goes up and out of play at 2:42. Shots 21-11 in favor of Carolina. Brett Howden, his 14th goal of the postseason. These Golden Knights, they're used to being outshot. No lead is safe. They have found another way. Face-off coming up here now at center. It'll be Jankowski versus Sisson. Shane Gostisbehere will dump it down low to the Golden Knights' end. Carter Hart clears it off the boards. It's Dow battling for it on the right side then with Carrier. Robinson fighting for it down low with Sisson. Jankowski trying to get it loose. Here's Dowd fighting on the right side. Sissons ahead then to Smith. Smith into the zone, drops it back. Sisson's a shot. That one goes wide. Here's Dowd. Playing it back down low behind the net then. Nikishin gets it back for Carolina up top to Coglin, who will dump it down low. Carolina will dump this one all the way back the other way. Here's Blake. Throwing it furthermore down low into the Golden Knights' end. 2 minutes to go in the second. Theodore for Coglin. Coglin clears it to center. Carolina trying to dump that one down low. It's picked back up then by Howden. Howden cross ice to Marner. Marner trying to get around Chatfield. The backhand goes wide. Carolina will chip it off the boards. Here's Taylor Hall. 3-on-3. Hall to Blake. Blake fires it. Saved by Hart. Rebound was in the crease. Hart was ran into by Blake. Up top is Chatfield. Whistle blown dead at 1:30. And there's a bit of a brawl going on here in front of the Golden Knights bench. I feel like there may be some penalties assessed here. Brett Howden assisted by Colton Sissons and William Karlsson. It's a multi-point game for William Karlsson. We're going to get 4-on-4 hockey here. It'll be Jackson Blake and Brayden McNabb. Whether or not you intentionally run into the goaltender, you still run into the goaltender, so it's goalie interference, and then McNabb gives Blake a little cross-check after the whistle. And yeah, there you go. That'll be a power play or a 4-on-4 for the rest of the period. So McNabb and Blake head to the box. We have 438 people in here. That is awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You can't touch the goalie. Tortorella frustrated at the call. Sebastian Aho will take the draw here against William Karlsson. The face-off is blown dead due to a violation, so we'll try that again. Jarvis will come in here against Karlsson. The face-off is a tie-up. Golden Knights win it. Rasmus Andersson down low in his own zone will clear this one off the boards. It'll slide back to center. In his own zone, Slavin. Around the right side then for Aho. Aho trying to poke check at the center. Stone gets it back up top, and the shot goes wide there from Karlsson. Again, it is 4-on-4 as we approach the final minute of play in the second. William Karlsson up top. We'll throw it back down low behind the net then. Carolina picks it up. Jarvis to the point then for Stone. Stone will give it back then for Hannafin. Hannafin to Stone. Moves it through center. Stone up top. Rasmus Andersson fires it. Saved by Bussey. He'll cover up with 46 seconds to go. Not a lot of shots going the one way for Brandon Bussey. He's, again, his save percentage not doing too great, but again, you don't face a ton of shots. Sometimes it makes the goalie rusty. Jack Eichel will take the draw against Jordan Stahl. Face off in the Carolina zone with under 50 to go. Top line hasn't produced much. Yeah. Aho only has 4 goals. Face off won by Carolina. Here's Jackson Blake. Down low in the Carolina zone. Or not Blake. Walker. Not Blake. Blake's in the box. 30 seconds left. Miller. Broken up by Marner. Jordan Stahl carries it through center. Stahl to Ehlers. Cross ice pass. Up top. Ehlers a shot. And that one goes wide. It's cleared all the way back into the Carolina zone. Miller is going to take his sweet time on this one. Miller circles it back around and regroup. All the way then for Ehlers. 10 seconds up top. Slavin. Saved there by Hart. Theodore picks it back up on the right side. Shea Theodore battling for it down low in the corner. Lazone will get it, and that will do it for period number 2. End of the second period. 2 goals by the Golden Knights. They have tied the game here after 40 minutes of play. The biggest period of the series so far will come in the third. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the third period momentarily. This is the countdown till the third. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We are 70 subscribers away from 7,400. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're new. Brett Howden with his 14th goal of the postseason. That is the most goals in a playoff year in Golden Knights history. Phenomenal. All-timer here in the Cup Final. All right, that being said, guys, I'm going to go use the bathroom here in just a moment. Just let me get my stuff set up here real quick. Going to make the Brett Howden goal a clip. We had 435 as the viewer high. I'll take it. All right. I am going to head to the bathroom real quick, guys. I will be right back in just a moment.
They upgraded us last week. When you want an upgrade that actually feels like an upgrade, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Taco Bell's lunch boxes are peak luxury. When you can get classics for $5 and gold sticks for $7, or discover new luxuries for $9, like the shredded beef dipping taco, opulence is at your fingertips whenever the mood shakes. It may even go to your head.
Excuse me, what makes this house red? It's sublime.
Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 lunch boxes.
Man, I'm loving this new house. Yeah, every time I drive, I feel like I'm in a movie now. I can do this all day.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade.
You're on the verge of doing something they've dreamt about their entire lifetime.
Alrighty, everyone, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. I had to use the bathroom super quick. I washed my hands. Yeah, I'm not doing that, Toby. Golden Knights will win in the third and go up 3-1. Yeah, we'll see, man. We will see. Very big period coming up here for both teams. That's for sure. Very big period coming up for both teams. Brett Howden with the game tire. Does feel like this could be a next goal win situation, but we'll see. With the way that this series has been going at points, maybe not. Don't worry, Michael. I washed my hands. It's kind of hard to show that I washed my hands on the thing, but I did. Thank you, Douglas. Just got to keep putting the work in. Keep on putting the work in. Who the hell just sent me a friend request? Plenty of hockey left. Shots 23-12. Carter Hart slowly racking up that save percentage again. Getting it back up to a 900 almost. He's getting there. All right, there we go. Let me update the all-time stat sheet super quickly here. All right. Fun fact, Canes haven't lost when Stanky scores. Really? Well, there you go. Canes haven't lost when Logan Stankoven scores, so I guess pick the Stankovens money line. Or the Stankovens. The Hurricanes money line. Not a betting man, but I'll let you guys do that yourselves. Huh. What's up, Michael? Yeah, man, we're tied. We are tied. Mitch Marner has tied Connor McDavid for the most points in live commentary streams. Howden up to 17 goals in commentaries. That's like freaking insane.
basically anywhere. I got it framed.
All right.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Wind up to 100 miles an hour in a golf ball size hail. Oh my God. Stay safe. No taco here on a Tuesday. Iconic, ironic. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, where is Taco? I guess he must be at work. Love the Canadian teams, but seems like it is a toss-up on this one. On which one? I can't read. We have another competitive game. Yup. I wonder if it goes to the O word. I'm not going to say the O word, but I wonder if it goes to the O word. We'll see. We shall see. Excuse me.
Look out for signs of dehydration. Liquid IV is the only sugar-free hydration product on the market clinically demonstrated to hydrate faster than water alone. Hydrate with Liquid IV sugar-free. You are noble, and this is your journey. Is there a race? Noble Journey 2. Lace up at nobleprojects.com.
Most cheerleader pets get their care taken care of. With everything to be their healthiest, happiest.
Evenly matched teams couldn't ask for a better series. Sometimes I do not think the O word. Sometimes I do not like the O word. Yeah, sometimes it does get old. Sometimes. Here and there it's pretty good, but I totally understand where you're coming from. All right, got about 7.5 minutes to go till the third period. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Coleman Domingo and Euphoria. How am I doing? I'm doing good, Charlicia. How are you? Knicks fans are an embarrassment. How about those Spurs winning game 3? Make it a long series. Come on, make it a long series. Go to game 7. Go to 7. Need the Spurs to tie the series in game 4. Need history. Big Wemby guy right here. Cold beer time, folks? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's long. It's been cold beer time for a long time. So I've heard.
see how it shakes out. One of the most unpredictable Stanley Cup Finals so far.
Whoever wins this game is the momentum, right? Spurs scored 115, yeah. All right. Third period coming up in less than 5 minutes. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. What's up, USA? What's up, Russia? How we doing? Not USA. What's up, Russia? Not sure how to say your name, so I just say what's up, Russia.
All veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
All right. Comment your prediction in the comment section. Who is going to take game 4? We are tied at 3 apiece. Who is going to take game 4? Will it be the Hurricanes or will it be the Golden Knights? What do we think? Comment your prediction in the comment section down below. What do we think? Who will take game number 4? I want to be guaranteed 2 games, so I'm kind of pulling for Carolina, but I wouldn't mind seeing either team win, to be honest. Doesn't really matter to me. I know some of you guys were like, come on, you're a Vegas fan. No, I'm a fan of neither. Seeing a lot of Canes to start. Vegas, okay. Canes. Really back and forth. Hard to say. Yeah, it could go either way. Carolina's put on the shots, but the Golden Knights have been able to capitalize with lesser shots. So, really not sure. So, I'm with you there. Golden Knights. I see your comment, Glenn, but I'm not going to approve it. I see your comment, but I'm not going to approve it. Carolina, Vegas, Knights. Okay, we pull through in the third. Will it be in regulation or will it be in extra time? I cheer for Game 7. Yeah, me too. Canes. Knights in 5, okay. All right. Shots are 23-12, making sure all my stuff is updated here. We got 2 minutes to go. BGK 5-4. Heart of Stone scores the game winner. Okay. Vegas in 4 OT. Oh my God. I don't know how I feel about that. Canes in 7 games. Triple overtime. Grab an energy drink. I won't need an energy drink, but definitely may need some more water. Alrighty, everyone. Let's get ready for the start of the third period between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. Second period recap. Goals were scored by William Karlsson and Brett Howden to tie the game at 3 apiece after 40 minutes of play. Taking a look at your stats through 40. Shots are 23-12 in favor of Carolina. Faceoffs are 57% in favor of the Hurricanes. Power plays. Carolina 1 for 3. Golden Knights are 0 for 2. Block shots are 10-7. Hits are 30-23. Both in favor of the Golden Knights. The game-winning goal is coming to third period or extra time every single game we have played here so far in this series. We'll start off with 30 seconds of 4-on-4 time, followed by 5-on-5 time for maybe the rest of the way and longer. One shot for the Golden Knights, and they go up 3-1 in the Stanley Cup Final. One shot for Carolina, and they tie the series. We'll see if they need more than one shot to win the game. We'll find out. Period number 3 between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. There's Taco. What's up, Taco? All right, here we go. Golden Knights and Hurricanes. 4-on-4 to start. And we are underway. Face-off here at center is won back by the Golden Knights. Hannafin plays it down low to Rasmus Andersson. Ehlers comes in to play it. Broken up then by the Golden Knights down low. Noah Hannafin in his own end. It's been pretty even, but I would say Carolina's been the better team. Marner. Right side to Andersson. Pass ahead then up top for Hannafin. Poke checked away by the Canes. They'll try and get it to center. Golden Knights will dump it back the other way. Howden fighting with Miller. Cross ice pass to Marner. Marner back over then for Brett Howden. Picked up then by the Golden Knights in their own zone. Shea Theodore. Down low then for Lazone. Jeremy Lazone. Banked off the boards to Barbashev, who will backhand this one down low. Getting it back then is Bussey. He'll clear it back down low to the corner. Chatfield to Blake. He's hit down to the ice. Theodore gets it back for the Knights. 4-on-4 is over. Slavin chipped off of the stick of Hall and back down low to the Golden Knights end. Theodore right side to Stone. Stone pass up then for Eichel. Jack Eichel to Stone. He puts it through his legs. Into the zone. Fires it. Sam Babussi rebounds there. By the net. Barbashev. And they couldn't tuck that loose puck. Here come the Canes the other way with speed. Hall into the zone with Stankoven. Logan Stankoven up top. Looking for options. Will fire it down low behind the net. Jarvis fighting with Dylan Coughlin. Carolina looking for their first goal since the first period. Puck trickles out of the battle in the corner, and Carter Hart covers it up. Smart play there by Carter Hart. We're 1 minute and 30 seconds in. And we're still tied. Shots are 23-13. Face-off coming up here now in the Golden Knights end. Jordan Stahl will take the draw against Tomas Hertl. The face-off is blown dead due to a violation. We'll try that again. And we'll try it a third time, and that does not go good. They will kick Stahl out of the face-off circle. Coming in then is Jarvis. Face-off is won back by the Golden Knights. Here's McNabb ahead then for Dorofeev, who takes it through center. He'll fire it on Bussey. He'll make the save. Rebounds on the right side. Saved by Bussey. Hertl trying to play that one down low. Stahl gets it back. We have a penalty coming up. It's against Carolina. The Golden Knights will head to the power play. Keandre Miller will head to the box for tripping. So a Golden Knights power play here to start off this third period. They have not converted on the power play yet tonight. They will get a chance to try and take their first lead of the game. Face off in the Carolina zone, won by the Hurricanes. Here's Slavin in the Carolina end now battling for it. Chatfield trying to clear this one off the boards. Slavin gets it back then for Carolina. He will dump it down the other way in on Carter Hart. Hart down low, gives it back then for Dorofeev. Dorofeev drops it back to Mitch Marner. Marner carries it now through center. Marner looking for options, drops it back then to Eichel. Jack Eichel, poke checked away by Stahl, who tried to take it through center. It's broken up by Hertl. Hertl to Dorofeev, who will dump it down low. Slavin Fighting alongside Stone. Eichel gets it back. Pass in front. Broken up by Bussey before it got there. And the Canes will try and force to the center. Good keep by the Knights. Here's Eichel. Up top. Stone. Back to Dorofeev. Big save by Bussey. He'll slide back into his crease. Here's Hurdle. Top of the circle. Hurdle up top to Marner. A shot. That one's denied by Bussey as it slowly trickles wide. Pavel Dorofeev up top to Marner, down low. Eichel, a big save by Bussey once again. And it slides down the other way. Golden Knights pick it back up. It's Eichel fighting with Aho. Sebastian Aho dumps it down low, furthermore into the Carolina zone. They will clear it. Back in on Carter Hart. He'll make the save. Mitch Marner in his own end, then the center. Barbashev will drop it back for Marner. Golden Knights hold it to their own end. 30 seconds to go on the power play. William Karlsson carries it through center to Barbashev. They'll clear it around now behind the net up top to Anderson, who will fire it down low then for Howden. Howden up top, poke checked away. Canes will move it through center, 2-on-2. Aho into the zone with speed, waits, fires it. That one goes wide of Hart. Barbashev gets it back for the Golden Knights. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Down low, Theodore! And that one's off of Bussey. And down low, Theodore. Up top then to Anderson. Anderson will fire it down low to the corner then for Howden. Brett Howden up top. Shut on there. Goes up. And out of play. A little under 4 minutes gone here in the third period. Jack Eichel with the one-timer on the right side. He hit the crossbar. Oh, man. Good chance there for Jack Eichel, but he could not convert on the Golden Knights power play. It comes to a close. Shots now 23-15. Jankowski will take the draw against Nick Dowd. Faceoff is won by the Hurricanes. Slavin will dump this one all the way back into the Golden Knights' end. Dylan Coghlan in his own net. Cleared off the boards to center. Dowd a backhand pass. Is broken up then. Here's Coghlan. Clearing it down low into the Carolina zone. Chatfield fighting with Sissons. Behind the net. Carrier picks it up then for the Hurricanes. They will dump it to center. Robinson fighting with Sissons. Carrier into the zone for the Canes. Carrier backhands it on. Gloved by Carter Hart. And that was solid pickup there by Carter Hart. Hurricanes still looking for their first shot of the period. That does not count as a shot because it was not directly on net. So there you go. Thank you all for tuning in. We are less than 70 subs away from 7,400. We have 430 people here. We're 20 likes away from 200. Hit that like button down below. Face-off in the Golden Knights end is a tie-up. It's won back by the Knights. Theodore in his own zone, trying to play it down low. McNabb will clear this one off the boards, trying to get it to center. He'll do so successfully. It'll slide back into the Carolina zone. Karlsson picks it up behind the net, looking for options. William Karlsson below the goal line then for Mitch Marner. Marner up top to McNabb. McNabb waits to Marner. Broken up by Carolina. Here's Logan Stankoven with speed. Stankoven into the zone up top. Broken up there was Hall. Marner trying to play it back. Canes recover. Blake down low. Moves to center. He lost the puck. And the Golden Knights will bring it back the other way. Marner. Big hit there by Walker. And clear back down low to the Carolina zone. Carolina has it in their own zone. Sean Walker in his own end will clear this one back into the Golden Knights end. Carter Hart for Rasmus Anderson. Anderson fighting on the right side with Stone. Here's Eichel. Moving it now through center. Gets through his legs. He still has the puck. Will take it around behind the net. Pass in front. Broken up. Rebound goes just wide. Barbashev battling forward up top. Hanifin a drive. Stone in front. Blocked. Rebounds there on Bussey. It trickles to the right side. And the Canes will pick it up and clear it the other way. Golden Knights get it back in their own end. Anderson for Marnook. Picked up by Aho. 1-on-1. A shot. Saved by Hart. He'll cover. Up and down the ice each and every way. 14:06 to go here in regulation. We are still tied at 3 apiece. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you're new. Hey, Eagle Deeds, thank you for the $2 dono, brother. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, brother, for the 2. Face-off coming up here now in the Carolina zone. Jordan Stahl is back on the ice for the Hurricanes. Shots are 24-15. Face-off. Here in the Golden Knights end. What's up, Kaylee? It is Sissons versus Stahl. Off the draw. It is won by Carolina. Chatfield up top. Right side to Jarvis. Jarvis to Slavin, a shot. That one goes wide there of Hart. Carolina picks it up down low. Jarvis broken up by Sissons. Pass to Hurdle is through his legs. Carolina will backhand this one back down low into the Golden Knights end. Carter Hart out of his net to play it. Theodore for Sissons to center. Chatfield gets it back for Carolina. Ehlers will backhand this one down low into the Golden Knights end. Theodore, turnover in front. Jarvis comes in. Denied by Carter Hart. Big save. Off the turnover. Down low. Stahl backhand. He scores! Jordan Stahl, the go-ahead goal. It is 4-3 Carolina. His 5th goal in the Cup final. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Jordan Stahl with his 2nd of the night as the Canes get a couple of chances in front. And Jordan Stahl with the sprawling backhand into the back of the net, his 7th of the postseason. And the Hurricanes have taken a 4-3 lead. There's still a lot of time left, though. This is not over. Face-off at center is won by Carolina. They will dump it down low into the Golden Knights end. Carter Hart out of his net to play it. Cleared around the boards and dumped down low to the Golden Knights end. Here's Coughlin. Cleared off the boards to center. It's Stahl from Ehlers. Multi-point games for both. Kolasar. Down low, broken up then by Carolina. Robinson to center. Racing for it with speed. Jankowski battling for it with Lazone. Now Smith. Clears it to center. Kolasar on the right side. Back over to Coughlin, who will take it into the zone. Try to dump it down low. It's blocked. Canes get it back at center. They'll dump it down low. Intercepted. Here's Hanifin into the zone. Fires it. Saved by Bussey with the right pad. And cleared the other way. Racing for it with speed is Blake. Rasmus Anderson gets to it first. Battling for it now down low in the corner. Canes get it back. Hall a shot. And that one goes wide. Stankoven down low in the corner. Fighting for it on the right side then is Jackson Blake. It's not over yet, folks. Still plenty of time left to play. Here's Taylor Hall. Up top. Right side then to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere behind the net then for Blake. Blake down low then for Hall. Hall to Stankoven. Stankoven to Blake. Jackson Blake looking for options. He'll dump it down low behind the net. Intercepted there by Hanifin. Noah Hanifin. Back down low. Canes get it back. Taylor Hall in the Carolina end up top to Slavin. Slavin behind the net then for Stankoven. Logan Stankoven then for Marnook. Jordan Marnook. Trying to hold that one in the corner. It's a 3-man battle for it here. 8.5 minutes gone here in this third period. The Hurricanes with a go-ahead goal. Up top, Walker, a shot. Save. Rebounds there for Marnook. Pass up top. Broken up there as well. And the puck will slide back into the neutral zone. Keandre Miller gets it back for Carolina. Cleared back down low then. Now with it is McNabb. McNabb down low. Picked back up then by the Golden Knights. They'll carry it the other way. Eichel into the zone. Stolen back by the Canes. Sebastian Aho off the boards to Marnook. Jordan Marnook clears it back down the other way. Broken up there by the Golden Knights once again. Eichel through center. Barbashev into the zone. Poke check just wide. Approaching the halfway mark of the third period. The Hurricanes have taken the 1-goal lead. Theodore chipped off the boards as it slides back into the Carolina zone. Grab back in the Canes end. They're taking their sweet time here. Chatfield through center. They'll dump it down low into the Golden Knights end. Broken up there as it slides the other way. Racing for the puck with speed is Sissons. Here's Sissons into the zone. Comes in. Denied by Bussey. And poke checked up top. Lazona drive. And that one is blocked. Jordan Stahl trying to get it back then for Carolina up top. Lazona drive. And that one is blocked as well. Jeremy Lazone down low in the corner then for Dorofiev. Chatfield steals it back. He'll clear it all the way back into the Golden Knights end. Halfway through the third period. Thank you all for tuning in. Battling for it down low then is Smith. Cleared up top. Anderson could not keep it in. He'll slap shot it down low into the Carolina zone. Golden Knights get it back. Behind the net then is Dowd. Dowd fighting with Slavin. Nick Dowd looking for a lane. He'll backhand it down low. Stolen back by Carrier, who will chip it to center. Rasmus Anderson in his own end then for the Golden Knights. Hannafin clears it all the way back into the Carolina zone. Slavin off the boards then for Gostisbehere. Carolina chips it to center. Taylor Hall will backhand this one down low. Theodore in the Golden Knights end. Off the boards then Stone. Broken up. Mark Stone back over then for Eichel, who brings it in. Jack Eichel in the Carolina zone. Stolen back to the Knights. Here's Stone. Down low then for Barbashev. Stone to Barbashev up top. Shot from Theodore, and that one goes wide. Barbashev fighting with Jackson Blake. Walker backhanded off the boards. Here come the Canes the other way into the zone with speed. A chance on there by Hall is a good save by Carter Hart. Hall gets it back down low. Cleared around then behind the net up top with that puck. Slavin a shot. And that one is blocked in front. Logan Stankoven back down low. He's knocked off by Stone. Stankoven to Marnook. Broken up by Theodore. A backhand there. Stone trying to get it to center. He'll do so successfully. Puck is cleared back into the Carolina zone. Bussey comes out to play it. Smart play there by Bussey. He gets it to center. Golden Knights regroup. Barbashev into the zone. Poke checked away. Slavin right side. Canes will clear it all the way back into the Golden Knights end. Jeremy Lazone tried to clear it to center. Shots 27-16 as we cross down the 8-minute mark. Golden Knights get it back. Coughlin through center. Dumps it down low. Gostisbehere for Miller. Keandre Miller will dump this one back into the Golden Knights end. And we'll get an icing at 7:46. The chaos continues here. Not a lot of whistles down the stretch. Jordan Stahl with the go-ahead goal. 5 goals in 4 games for the Carolina captain. The experience is certainly paying off. Face-off in the Carolina end. Golden Knights need 1 to tie. Face-off won by the Golden Knights. Rasmus Anderson up top to Hannafin. Hannafin down low then for Marner. Pass down low. Big save by Bussey. Anderson backhand. And that one goes wide. Gostisbehere recovers for Carolina. They will backhand it down the other way. This will be another icing at 7:30. Golden Knights keeping the same group of Carolina players out on the ice. Great save by Brandon Bussey on Jack Eichel. What's up, Skaviz? How we doing? Good to see you. Face-off in the Carolina zone won by Vegas. Anderson comes in, broken up there by the Hurricanes, who will backhand this one to center. Hannafin in the Golden Knights end. 7:15 to go in the third. Miller Trying to clear it off the boards. Down low then, Jalen Chatfield. Fires it around then behind the net. Kane's trying to dump it to center. 7 minutes to go here in regulation. What's up, Austin? Rasmus Anderson in the Golden Knights end. Back over to Hannafin. Hannafin looks off the boards to Marner. A backhand down low into the Carolina zone. Chatfield fighting with Marner. Cleared around then behind the net. McNabb down low. Sissons fighting for it then with Jankowski. Mark Jankowski backhands this one to center. William Karlsson gets it back then for the Golden Knights. Here he comes back into the zone, fighting with Slavin. 6.5 minutes to go in the third. Ehlers through center will flip it in the air. It goes up and stays in play. Puck was up high. Golden Knights starting to put on the pressure here, really. In the Carolina zone. Stahl will dump it down into the Golden Knights end. Carter Hart will come out of his net to play it. Jeremy Lazone to center. And a whistle blown dead. At 6:02, we'll get a commercial break here. Carolina with the 1-goal lead. It is Jordan Stahl with a sprawling backhand. Carter Hart nearly made the save, but Stahl got it through. It's 4-3. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We have 526 people in here. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. It would be greatly appreciated. We will be live for Game 5, regardless of where this one goes. We will be live for Game 5. Does it get any better than this? I feel like I say that all the time, but it's true. Does it get any better than this? Momentum. Who has the momentum in this game? I would say Carolina right now. What's up, Austin? Shots 27-19. Let's do a goaltender check here on the goalie stats. Brandon Bussey, 16 saves on 19 shots, .842 save percentage. Carter Hart, 23 saves on 27 shots. He has an .852. Notice anything from Kate Brennan. Nice. Welcome to the stream. Everyone is welcome. We'll see if we get extra time here. If the Golden Knights can tie this one up. Or will the Hurricanes tie the series? Jordan Stahl with 5 goals here in this Stanley Cup final. What's crazy is that he scored 2 goals in the 2009 Stanley Cup final where he was only 20 years old. 17 years later, he has 5 here in this Stanley Cup final, looking to capture his 2nd Stanley Cup. Time winding down here in Game 4. The Hurricanes are looking to pull off a win here in Game 3, or in Game 4, to tie up this series and guarantee a Game 6. Face-off one with the Golden Knights. Rasmus Anderson to Noah Hannafin. Hurdle, a pass is broken up there by Carolina. They will flip it into the Golden Knights end. Hannafin to Rasmus Anderson. Got back then by Hurdle, who will dump it down low to the Carolina zone. Miller to Barbashev. Barbashev down low then for Miller. Off the boards to Walker. Grab back on the right side. Jarvis up top to Anderson. Clear back down low behind the net then for Dorofeev. Pass in front. Broken up there. Canes will chip it. Back to center. Frederik Andersen is not in net. Brandon Bussey's in net. Hannafin moves it now through center. We are approaching crunch time here in Las Vegas. Hannafin to Marner. Marner battling forward with Blake. Mark Stone back down low then. A whistle blown dead here for a high stick. No penalty, just a high stick against the Golden Knights. 5:09 to go. Hit that like button. Subscribe. You know we're 65 subs away from 7,400. We'll see where this game goes from here, but this game has been absolutely incredible. Face-off outside of the Golden Knights' end is won back by Carolina. They will wind down the clock as much as they can. We are here now in crunch time. 5 minutes to go. Svechnikov behind the Golden Knights net up top. Slavin, right side. Shut on is blocked there. And a good block by Theodore, who scored the OT winner in Game 3. Carolina picks it back up. Here he comes into the zone. Svechnikov, right side. Marnook will dump it down low behind the net. Marner ahead then for Jack Eichel, who moves it now through center. Eichel tried to dump it down low. Aho, a backhand there, broken up by Eichel. Chatfield trying to get this one loose. Mark Stone will get it back then for the Golden Knights. Stone, down low then for Rasmus Anderson. Off the boards to Hannafin. Hannafin, cleared to center. Dumped all the way back into the Carolina zone. This will be an icing at 4:16. Icing called here. NBA Finals tomorrow, 8:30. Go Spurs, baby. Carter Hart is the first goalie to concede 4+ goals in each of the first 4 games in a Stanley Cup final. Wow. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Got a commercial break here before we move on with the remainder of the third period. We'll see if the Golden Knights can tie up the game and we'll go on longer, or will we be done in regulation this time?
She didn't know where the road would lead, but the moment she stepped in, life changed. She now had all the power and space needed to live a life I might never.
570 people in here. Good to see you all tuning in. Drop your predictions. Will the Hurricanes hold on and win, or will the Golden Knights tie it? Drop your prediction. Will the Golden Knights win, or will the Golden Knights tie it, or will the Hurricanes hold on? What do we think? Seeing some Canes. Canes, good on Canes for not caving on last game. Heartbreaker. Vegas, Canes tie series. Golden Knights, Canes hold on. OT, Canes. Okay, got a little mix of both. 4:16 remaining here in regulation. The Hurricanes are looking to tie this series and guarantee us another 2 more games. Will the Golden Knights let them? We'll see. Face-off here is blown off due to a violation. The face-off's at center, not in the Golden Knights end. It was originally an icing, but they blew it dead. All right. Face-off. Carlson versus Stahl. The face-off is won by Carolina. Sean Walker in his own zone. Cleared off the boards by Jarvis and down low to the Golden Knights end. Shea Theodore in his own end. Back over to Braden McNabb, who will try and dump it to center. Cleared all the way back into the Carolina zone. Miller fighting with William Karlsson. Ehlers trying to get it down low. Nikolai Ehlers will dump this one all the way back into the Golden Knights end. Keep an eye out for Carter Hart. When they get the opportunity, they'll pull him. Karlsson, puck slides back into the Carolina zone. Chatfield, right side then for Slavin. Jacob Slavin, below the goal line, will backhand this one off the boards. Ehlers to center. Still waiting for the Golden Knights to wake up here. Aho plays it back down low to the corner. Golden Knights back over them for Karlsson. It'll get cleared to center. Rasmus Anderson back then for the Knights. Anderson to Dorofeev. Dorofeev to Barbashev. Broken up there by Chatfield, who will fire it down low into the Golden Knights' end. Anderson cleared off the boards. 3 minutes to go here in regulation. The Golden Knights aren't even being given a chance. Here they come. Dorofeev into the zone, gets around the defense. Battling for it down low there with Miller. He has no goals in this cup final. No points since game 1. Theodore up top, fires it. Sababossi rebounds there. Poke checked away. Blake trying to back into the center, kept in them of the Knights. Forced away by the Canes. And Stankoven will dump this one back into the Golden Knights' end. Keep an eye out for Carter Hart. Behind the net in the Golden Knights' end is McNabb. McNabb to center. Broken up then by Carolina. Golden Knights will come back and regroup in their own end. Theodore. Back to Eichel. They're looking at Carter Hart. We'll see if they pull him. Carolina will backhand this one to center. I think they're waiting for neutral zone control. Hannafin. Battling for on the right side with Jarvis. Coming down to 2 minutes remaining. Eichel. Gives it back for Theodore. Tipped back in there on Bussey. He's forced to cover at a minute 59. That will get Carter Hart to the bench.
You see, there's 1:59 left on the clock. If there's 2:01, there's a TV timeout. So now there is no. John Tortorella's asking, where's the TV timeout? But it's now under 2 minutes.
Golden Knights are going to utilize their timeout. We have 620 people in here. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Less than 2 minutes left to play. Golden Knights are calling their timeout. It is going to be 6-on-5 for the Knights. We will see if they can pull it off. But the Hurricanes are looking to tie up this series. You know Jordan Staal is going to take that face-off for sure. All right. A minute 59 to go. Again, there's still plenty of time. Remember, the Golden Knights tied it up late in Game 2. The Hurricanes were able to tie it up in less time in Game 3. Very crucial face-off that's going to come here in the Carolina zone. Golden Knights are going to send out their best. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We are 60 subs away from 7,400. Face-off coming up in the Carolina zone. Golden Knights trail. Will they tie? We'll find out. Staal versus Hertl on the draw. The face-off is won by the Knights. Eichel, a shot. It goes up high. He'll get control, and the Golden Knights will set up. Eichel, down low then for Stone. Pass in front is blocked. Ehlers will backhand this one to center. Cleared all the way back for Dorofeev, who will pick it up in the Golden Knights' end. They'll run down the clock some more. Dorofeev for Shea Theodore. Back over then for Hertl, who will chip it down low. Chatfield gets to it first. He'll fire it around behind the net. It's cleared all the way back to center. A loose puck in the Golden Knights' end. It is an icing against Carolina. They will keep the same bodies out there. Again, face-off coming up in the Carolina zone. Eichel had a great chance, but he fired it wide. Oh, that's brutal. Face-off here now is won by the Golden Knights. Marner in the corner, battling for now with Slavin. He's tied up. Stone, right side. Marner down low. Mark Stone behind the net. Stone looking for options. Here's Marner. Up top. Jack Eichel. Cross-ice pass to Theodore. Shea Theodore fires it on. It's in the crease. Cleared back down low. Last minute of play in regulation. Ehlers will dump it around. It'll slide back into the empty net. We are tied. The series is tied. With 55 seconds remaining, a great bounce off the boards. The Hurricanes have taken a 2-goal lead. Who's that goal credited to? Nikolai Ehlers, it looks like, with his 7th of the postseason. 2-goal lead here for the Carolina Hurricanes. And barring a comeback, Carolina's going to tie the series. Would you look at that? Crazy Karam off the boards and into the empty net the other way. 55 seconds remaining. The Golden Knights need 2. Theodore will dump it down low. It'll slide in there on Bussy. He'll play it wide. That was a little bit of a bouncer there. Empty net once again. Puck is cleared back into the Golden Knights zone. Marner gets it back for Las Vegas. Marner in his own zone ahead then for Jack Eichel. Broken up by Dorothea. Poke checked away. Canes get it back. Firing for the empty net the other way. Marner with 30 to go. Cleared off the boards then. Hurdle into the zone. Hurdle up top. Theodore will be forced to come back into his own zone. Mitch Marner will get it and regroup. Marner cleared back down low to the Carolina zone. This will be an icing with 14 seconds left to play. Wow, this will be the first stream that doesn't take 3 hours here in the Cup Final. Nikolai Ehlers gets credit for that empty net goal. That is 3 points on the night for Ehlers. The Hurricanes have tied the series. We are guaranteed another game here in Las Vegas. We'll be live for it. We'll be live for every game the rest of the way. Face-off here in the Golden Knights' end. It is won back by Carolina. They will dump it back down low. The clock will wind down. The Carolina Hurricanes tie up the series. It's been a split the rest of the way. And now it will be a best of 3 series heading back to Raleigh for Game 5 on Thursday. We are guaranteed a Game 6 on Sunday. Let's go. Not that I was rooting for Carolina, but I love some more hockey. This Stanley Cup Final just keeps on getting better and better. The late goal by Jordan Staal, his 5th here in the Stanley Cup Final. And then the empty netter by Nikolai Ehlers makes it a 5-3 final score for the Hurricanes. All right, that'll do it for me. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. The Hurricanes have tied the series, and we'll head to Game 5, tied at 2 apiece. I will see you guys then. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next stream.